Hi, I'm Eric Barron, coach of Track Club LA, and I'm going to talk to you for about a few quick stretches that you can do before or after your run. When you are going to stretch, try and do the stretch after you've warmed up for a few minutes. Think of it like a rubber band. A warm rubber band stretches a lot easier than a cold rubber band, and your muscles, just like that rubber band, will stretch easier once they're warmed up and the blood's flowing in them. So instead of stretching just as soon as you put your running shoes on, try and go for 5 to 10 easy minutes, then do your stretch. Also, if you've got time just to stretch before or after your run, it will probably be more effective for you to stretch after your run rather than before your run. One stretch that most of you are very familiar with is the straight leg calf stretch. You want to keep your whole foot on the ground from your heel to your toe, and then your legs straight, and create a nice line from your ankle all the way up to your shoulder. When you're stretching, with this stretch or any stretch, keep in mind that the idea is not to get your muscle as tight as possible. Again, like that rubber band, as tight as possible, and you risk it snapping. So what you want to do is put gentle tension on your muscle so that you know that you're stretching it, but you also know that you could be stretching farther if you had to. Because you have two calf muscles, you want to do two calf stretches. Aside from the straight leg stretch, you also want a bent knee stretch, where again your foot is flat on the ground and you're more or less sitting straight down so that your rear leg is being stretched. And this stretch will feel a little different than the straight leg stretch. You might not feel the stretch as much, but you'll certainly know when you come to your end of range of motion. If you've been training on hills a lot, you've probably noticed, especially running downhill, that your quads get a little sore. If you want to get those quads stretched out nice, stand tall, grab a foot, and work on moving that foot back. Some people will try and squeeze the foot to their butt, but all that does is place extra stress on your knee. Instead, again, stand tall and move that foot backwards, and you'll feel that stretch right in your quad. For your hamstrings, an easy stretch is crossing one leg over the other and simply using your body weight to hang down over it. After you've spent 15 to 30 seconds on one side, go ahead and switch to the other side. If your legs are particularly tight, you might need to bend your knees a little more, and that's fine. You'll also find that you get a different stretch in your hamstring depending on whether you bend your knees or not. So if you have the time, stretch both with straight legs and slightly bent knees when you're stretching your hamstring.